Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Southwest Wisconsin Metal Detecting. Today I've got the opportunity to detect, I'm guessing late 1800s, early 1900s home here in my hometown. I'll get you turned around, show you the house here. There she is. You'll have to excuse the noise today. It's on the major highway that goes through our town. So let's get on to that first good beat. Well, this would be my first good sounding target here in this late 1800s yard. Got a green looking one. I was hoping it'd be a Wheatie or an Indian, and it's going to be an Indian. Let me get this wiped off some more. I'll be right back. It ended up being a 1907 Indian in pretty decent shape. Awesome first find. On to the next good beat. Well, out of this plug, it looks green and penny size. That might be a wheat cent. Yeah, I see the 1 cent. I'll get her cleaned up, see what we got for a date. Be right back. Well, it definitely has some environmental damage to it, but I can see why. It's a second year 1910 wheat cent. Nice. On to the next beat. Well, you ever have those holes where you dig 8 inches underneath the root just to get a 68 memorial? On to the next beat. Well, this one kind of has a silver finish to it, so I'm gonna dig it live, see what we got. I'll get you turned around here. Let's see what we got. I don't know where that nice sound came from, but this is a memorial. Huh. I'm gonna swing over it again, see what we got going on here. This yard has been giving me some strange signals. Nope, it was just operator error. On to the next beat. Well, the very next hole after the Memorial 5 dig, I got a penny here, I think, that's looking kind of green. Well, I think I'm gonna have to get her cleaned up off camera. I'll be right back. Well, it ended up being a 1911 wheat cent. I don't ever remember digging one of those. Well, that's nice. Falls right into the age bracket of the house and the other coins I've found. I'll get some better pictures. On to the next beat. Well, I'm not sure. This was coming in like a nickel. Again, excuse the road noise. Well, that's looking old enough to be a V. I'll get her cleaned up. I'll be right back. Well, it might be a little hard to see. I know the GoPro doesn't do close-ups very good. I'll get some good pictures of it, but it's a 1900 V nickel. Well, I can barely see it, so I doubt you can. Sorry, but we'll get some close-up pictures. Cool. 1900 V nickel, 1907 Indian. Now we got to get on to some silver. On to the next good beat. Out of this hole, I heard a couple things going on. I found a 1969 Roosevelt dime. And I'm not sure. This might be a musket ball. We'll give her a brush, see what we got going here. Well, it's awful heavy like lead. I think we'll call that a musket ball. On to the next beat. Out of this hole, it's definitely a Washington quarter, but it looks awful shiny. So we're gonna hope for a silver. Oh, I think so. We'll get the date here. Haha, 1964, the last year. Beautiful. On to the next good beat. Out of my next hole, I believe I got a little horse tack. On to the next beat. Here's the hole, and that is exactly how I turned back the plug. I haven't looked. I do not know if it's real or not. Now I'm thinking not. Definitely not. Some kind of writing in there, but you can see the gold plates coming off. Avon. Oh well. On to the next beat. Well, out of this hole, I think I just found another beer can. But not the traditional one. Anheuser-Busch. It's a Bud Light. Oh, that's kind of neat. Obviously not old, but kind of like it. Well, I will get that cleaned up. It must have hung on a keychain. All right, on to the next beat. Out of this next hole, I found a little child's play spoon. Awesome. I like the personal items. All right, on to the next beep. Well, this signal was hitting a pretty solid 34. I thought about doing a live dig, but I found a lot of big brass that way and stuff. But I just popped it out of the sidewall. But it's big. Oh, it's a 50-cent piece. That's why it came up so big. It's just clad. Now 1972. Kennedy half. Well, you don't find those every day. On to the next beep. Well, I kind of wanted to show people that you can actually dig a pretty good sounding target and it ends up being trash. Don't think you're going to come out here and just dig coin after coin after coin, because it doesn't happen that way. I think this was maybe a slide lock for a door. I don't think it's a door hinge, but you know, it sounded great. It was small. I think 80% of what we dig is trash. So if you're going to take up this hobby, you got to have patience and you got to put in the time. All right, on to the next beep. Out of this hole, I got a 1959 wheat cent. No, Memorial, I'm sorry. It was the year I was born, so that's kind of cool. On to the next beep. Out of this hole, I believe I've got another wheat cent. I can see 1 cent on the back. I will get it cleaned up and get a date. I'll be right back. It ended up being a 1942 Philadelphia. World War II era. Nice. On to the next beep. Well, out of this hole, it kind of reminded me of a ox knob, but I think it's just a brass fitting. But I've seen a lot of them on other channels, so I thought I'd show you. On to the next beep. Well, on this plug, I saw the rim. Oh, I think it's an Indian. Yeah, I see the shield, 1 cent. I'll get her brushed off. We'll see how old she is. I'll be right back. Well, it ended up being another 1907 Indian head cent. It's in much better shape than the first one. I can see Liberty and everything. So I dug it out of my finds pouch to put them together there. Wow. Yeah, it's in way better shape. Awesome. Well, we'll get some better pictures. On to the next beep. I'm in the backyard next to this huge elm tree. It is just massive. But dug a hole right about 10 feet from it. And they must have tied the dog to the tree at one point. A little personal item. On to the next beep. Out of the next hole, found a little piece of a spoon or fork handle. Another personal item to the house. On to the next beep. In this hole in the backyard, I found the steering wheel to the Ford tractor. On to the next beep. Well, it's getting to the end of the day here. I was underneath the clothesline, and out of this plug found another wheat cent, 1952D. On to the next beep. Tony just called me over.
Got a wheat penny. 46.
46, nice. Yeah, it's in great shape too. Well, congrats. Now I gotta start finding some coins before 1964.
You're here.
Yeah, we'll get on them. We got another place we might be checking out. A beach. I'm sure we're gonna find some rings there.
Yep, we're gonna scope that out and find a couple rings. Never know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. This is a very small yard, so we won't be here long. We'll clean this up and hit the road and
Go on a clad run.
Yeah. Well, congrats on your wheatie.
Yeah.
On to the next beep.
Thanks for inviting me, Steve. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome, Tony. Anytime. All right, Tony was walking over to me. He got 1964D. 90% silver all day, Tony. Congratulations.
Number 2 for the year.
Nice. Wow, we'll keep hitting this yard. We'll get on to the next good beep. Well, I'm at a volleyball court. I had a 9 VDI number, and they got me a ring. I will get some better pictures. Let's get on to the next good beep. Well, I had to come back after let's get on to the next good beep because it is marked 14 karat gold. So I have a feeling those diamonds may be real. Wow. And I am at a campground, so I don't think I'm going to be able to find the owner on this one. Wow. That's the nicest ring I've ever found. Now we can get on to the next good beep.